If you value history, preparedness, and hard-earned knowledge, you already understand that survival has never been a solo act. Before we get into today's subject, take a second to subscribe to Warfield Prepper Chronicles and like this video. It helps keep this channel alive and focused on serious, practical knowledge for people who think long-term. Now, let's get straight to it. Making friends after 65 is a survival skill, not a social luxury. After 65, friendship stops being about convenience and starts being about resilience. In every cold winter recorded in European and frontier history, people survived because they were connected to others. Older adults who stayed socially active shared heat, labor, food, information, and protection. Today, winter isolation is one of the biggest threats to mental sharpness, physical health, and morale. Making friends at this stage is not about popularity. It's about building a reliable human network that can help you stay warm, informed, and grounded through long seasons of cold. The fastest way to make meaningful friendships after 65 is to put yourself in places that operate even in winter. Libraries, historical societies, local museums, church halls, veterans associations, preparedness groups, and adult education centres remain active when weather drives casual socializers indoors. These spaces attract people who value routine, structure, and knowledge. When you attend consistently, familiarity replaces small talk. Over time, recognition turns into conversation, and conversation turns into trust. In winter months, showing up regularly signals reliability, a trait serious people notice. History is one of the strongest social currencies among older adults. When you discuss a war campaign, a winter siege, rationing practices, or how civilians survived cold decades, you are not chatting. You are exchanging insight. Start conversations by referencing specific historical details rather than opinions. Mention how soldiers layered wool during the Eastern Front winters, or how pre-electric households retained heat. These discussions naturally attract others who want substance. Friendship grows from shared respect for knowledge, not forced friendliness. Winter routines are, powerful connection tools. Walking the same route at the same time, attending the same morning lectures, visiting the same cafe after a museum shift, or arriving early to a community hall. These habits create predictable contact. Predictability, you see, builds trust faster than enthusiasm ever could. Over the course of several weeks, people begin to expect your presence. That expectation in itself is the foundation of friendship. And in the cold seasons, routine also keeps you moving, which does wonders for circulation, warmth, and honestly, mental clarity. At this stage of life, people bond faster through usefulness than through storytelling. So, share practical skills related to warmth, preparedness, or even historical methods. Show someone how to insulate a drafty room using old techniques, how to layer clothing properly for heat retention, or how to store winter food safely. When someone benefits directly from your knowledge, respect forms quickly. And respect, as it happens, is the soil where durable friendships grow. You do not need to overshare your life story to be valued, you know. Friendships really do strengthen when you work together against a common challenge. Winter, of course, provides plenty of opportunities. Study groups focused on military winter campaigns, shared viewing of historical documentaries, joint research on cold weather survival methods, or cooperative projects like cataloguing local historical records. All of these create purpose. These collaborations give structure to interaction and, importantly, remove social pressure. You meet for a reason, stay warm indoors, and leave feeling productive rather than drained. Preparedness-minded people. You know, they understand redundancy and mutual aid. It's wise to apply that mindset socially. Offer to check in during extreme cold, share updates on weather or power issues, or coordinate supply knowledge without being intrusive. When people see that you think ahead and act calmly, they begin to rely on you. Reliance, in fact, is the backbone of friendship after 65. This really mirrors those historical survival networks where elders played key advisory and coordinating roles during harsh winters. Older friendships, well, they survive on steady contact, not constant engagement. A brief conversation every week, a monthly meeting, or even seasonal check-ins are enough. Winter friendships especially benefit from low-pressure consistency. Overcommitment leads to burnout, while steady presence builds longevity. History, after all, shows that communities survived cold periods by conserving energy and maintaining rhythm. Apply the same principles socially. Technology can support winter friendships when used with discipline. Online forums, historical discussion groups, and video calls allow connection when travel is unsafe. Use them to deepen real-world relationships, not replace them. Share articles, archival material, or cold weather survival insights. Keep conversations purposeful. This maintains intellectual respect while extending social warmth beyond physical proximity. Not every connection will last, and that is, well, perfectly normal. In historical communities, you know, alliances shifted based on need, reliability, and shared values. After 65, it's wise to focus on people who show up, follow through, and genuinely respect your time. Let go of draining connections without guilt. Winter teaches efficiency, and honestly, social efficiency matters too. Start by committing to one winter-stable environment this month. Attend consistently, contribute your knowledge, and observe who really values substance. Offer one practical skill or insight related to history, warmth, or preparedness. Build routine contact without rushing intimacy. Within weeks, familiarity will grow. Within months, you will have dependable connections that make winter lighter, warmer, and, well, mentally sharper. Friendship after 65 is not about reliving youth. It is about building a resilient circle that mirrors how people survived cold, uncertainty, and long winters throughout history. Done right, it strengthens mind, body, and preparedness at the same time. If this guide added value, subscribe to Warfield Prepper Chronicles, like the video, and share it with someone who understands that survival has always been a collective effort. Stay sharp, stay warm, and stay connected.